I don't believe you. Let your actions speak for you. They say that actions speak louder than words, so I thought I would give you my own take on words versus actions debate. Hang out and hopefully you will gain something new out of this video. This one is a change of pace and is going to be a bit of a rant. They say that YouTubers should experiment with their delivery style, so here I am doing something different. Dear Diary. I grew up as a very trusting youngster who would get uplifted by others' sweet talk about optimism, good times, and their promises about a bright future. Somehow I always ended up feeling bamboozled, because people would disappoint me most of the times. I couldn't fathom the audacity, telling me these great things and not be able to back up their words by actions. I am by no means a naive person, but still guilty of bearing with me this boyish naivete up until some few years ago. It boggled my mind how humans around me could be so two-faced, for a lack of better words. Don't get me wrong, I am no saint, nor do I try to appear as such. It just was such a twisting feeling for me personally growing up. To promise something to a person, to lead them on to believe something, and then go around and thrust that emotional dagger in their backs. In a way, it pissed me off that I couldn't be more of a savage, a cutthroat towards these people. That attitude would reduce the amount of experienced pain so immensely. I was taught nobility and chivalry instead, being extra respectful and acting with grace. What a joke, maybe. One great positive trait that I was able to really understand during these experiences though was integrity. I will probably make a video on integrity, but for now let us say that it's a very rare currency in a modern world. It doesn't take a lot of testing to check a person's level of integrity. You may be in a quandary, thinking, where is this going? I thought you would never ask. I mentioned previously a notion of being a two-faced, or as some may call, sending mixed signals. That is exactly what happens when words don't match actions. Mixed signals are confusing even if that isn't the initial purpose. If a person says one thing and acts totally different, you can say that the person has a relatively low integrity. Words are a tool of deception. Instead, be very cautious of the messenger's actions. Words can be fabricated and designed in a way to mislead the audience. Words are a smokescreen that serves to guide away the focus of the listener, to create an illusion of something enticing so that the messenger can deflect the attention from the truth. Yes, truth can be grim, dark and hurtful, but it's the only way through if you want to arrive at the end of the tunnel and glimpse the light. You may be able to confuse the listener with the words, but your actions will always speak your inner truth. Actions reflect your deep beliefs, what you really feel, what you really think. They are always dependent on how you perceive yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence. If you have a bad day or your life situation may be undesirable, you are not going to be able to fake a warm, welcoming attitude towards your clients as a customer service employee. If you receive some kind of tragic news the day before your project delivery and you tell your boss that you can do it, your mood will reflect the quality of your presentation. It's not that we're trying to deliberately deceive our peers. We're too detached from the reality to make an objective assessment of our abilities. In many situations, I won't even hold that attitude against someone, because they don't know what they don't know. I simply won't trust and rely on them. When people tell you something, always trace back to their track records. That's why bragging and bolstering about achievements and pseudo-success is considered to be a phony amusement. The level of insecurity about your own abilities has to be of a colossal magnitude if you have a need to reinforce it with a slew of nonsense. The people who assure you that they will do this and accomplish that, or promising to assist you in building this and follow you to that place, you know who I'm talking about. Everyone knows at least one person with that kind of reputation. They will proclaim their undying sympathy for you, or that they will stand by your side no matter what. Remember, right actions are the currency, and the time is the test of that currency's value. Time is dynamical, your past doesn't define you. Just because you took right actions previously, you are not granted a lifetime immunity against screwing up. Be congruent with your actions. That will define your strong personality and will build up your reputation. Be honest with yourself. Hossein, out.